This is Feature Minor. So there was a heated debate about the final experiment, and this got pretty intense because it got to a point in the debate where Sam, the flat earther, was asking Dave McKeegan and Jeranism if they would swear that they went to Antarctica, and there seemed to be a lot of hesitation.
Would you be able to swear on your life of your children, on the Bible, on whatever that's most important for you, that you were there? It's important for me to know.
I don't do swearing on Bibles and swearing on lives and stuff, but I will bet my life I was in Antarctica.
Bet your life? How come you bet your life? You bet when you don't know. You bet when it's like gambling, like it's like when it's
you asked him to do.
My daughter, right? My daughter has a snow globe with pictures of me in Antarctica, right? If it was all a lie, I wouldn't let her have that in her room.
I know your arguments. My question is that, would you swear it? Would you swear? Can you swear now that you were there? I just want to
swear I was there.
You say that.
Yeah. I was there.
So say it.
I swear I was in Antarctica, December 14th through 17th.
Why don't you say it? Can you say it? You swore that you were in Antarctica or not?
Right.
What's the problem?
No. There's no problem. There's no problem here, Sam. But let me just put it this way, okay? I have no problems with doing it. I'm curious as to why you want me to do it.
In order to see, first of all, your reaction, to see how you do it, how you say it.
Okay.
Because one of my point as an investigator is also to judge people' behavior. To see, when they're lying, when they tell the truth, when it's not true, when it's like there's something wrong with their body language, whatever. So this is why I'm talking like a humanly. Say, would you swear it? Would you swear it? That's all.
That's fine, Sam. But I also sort of look at people's body language and I look at how they react to things. And throughout this entire exchange, when I've been bringing up questions and bringing up arguments, you immediately try and deflect towards it, which to me is not the sign of somebody who is intellectually honest and trying to find the truth. It's someone who's got a preconceived notion and they're trying to bend things and twist things to suit. Your behavior is completely polar opposite to what I experienced with Jeran. When I had these same conversations with Jeran in Chile, his reaction was completely different. I would give him a point, I would give him an argument, and he wouldn't try and run away from the argument. He would try and work out he would try and figure out how something would be possible. He wouldn't just go, it's not for me to try and figure out, it's up for you to prove it, which is everything that you've been doing during this, which to me, so far, you've not given me any reason to believe that you are being intellectually honest. And I only bring this up because I've already had people say, would you sign an affidavit? Would you do this? Would you do that? I've said I've got no problem with doing any of it. I have nothing to hide. I have all the receipts. I have all the footage. I have everything from Antarctica here. I have already shown you, and you have absolutely so far shown no hint of wanting to find the truth. It seems you want to find anything to besmirch us. So I'm only asking because, so if you want a question from me and on the record, I want a question from you first, right? If I turn around and say, yeah, I swear that I was there in Antarctica, are you going to go, okay, I accept you're in Antarctica?
Well, no. So in other words, after your long answer, you still cannot swear that you were in Antarctica. You
can't answer my question. If I can swear that I was in Antarctica, I've said I will swear. You want me to do it. So I want you to go, if you want me to go on record and say, I swear I was in Antarctica, I want you to go on record and say, if I swear that I was in Antarctica, will you then turn around and say, okay, you swore that you're in Antarctica, therefore I'll accept you were in Antarctica? Or are you going to go, ha, look, he swore on his life that he was in Antarctica, he's a liar, he's a shill.
Right. Because we've already proven it.
That means
that, no, it matters a lot.
No, it doesn't matter.
You expect this from me, I expect it from you.
You cannot say something according to what I can react to it. That means there is something. You see, that behavior is not normal. It's not straightforward. If I want you want me to
this is the behavior of somebody this is the behavior of somebody who has spent enough time seeing the behaviors of conspiracy theorists.
Okay, you cannot swear.
And your response to this speaks volumes. That you have no interest at all in finding the truth. You want a soundbite of me going, oh, he swore he was in Antarctica when I could prove he's not because there's a line in the sky because I don't understand how 360 videos work.
The thing is, you just showed me before that with all that communication, demonstration that you were there, and I do not understand in communication and signals and everything. I'm not an expert in that. The thing is that now that you have something on me, I'd like you to to confirm as a human being. Like I would say, you can ask me to swear on anything. I'll say right away. I don't have to just like see, oh, why you want me to swear? Are you gonna? I swear that's normal. When I believe something, when I know about something, I swear within a second. But you don't want to swear.
I'm not saying I don't want to swear. You want me to swear that I was in Antarctica. I want you to swear that if I swear I was in Antarctica, you will swear. You swear to accept that I am telling the truth, that I was in Antarctica.
This is not enough for me to believe that you were in Antarctica if you swear it, but that is not enough for me to say that you believe in it, or you actually try to pretend you believe in it anyways.
What?
But that's because we have all this whole thing. But the thing is that it's interesting to say.
You are proving the point.
Yeah, you're proving.
You've asked us swear you're in Antarctica for no reason because it's not going to change your opinion.
Of course, I don't know. I don't know the way now you say it. It doesn't change my opinion because I see that you're scared of swearing that you.
I'm not scared. No.
You're saying it.
We just know he knows how you guys work.
Oh, if you swear, I swear.
Jaren's just swore. You've just heard Jeren swear. Jeren said, "I swear." You've acknowledged that Jeren swore.
Okay, so I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. Did I say
know,
that?
But I also know the game that you're trying to play, and I know the game that you're trying to play.
Which one?
And I'm playing your game.
What do you think
want me to swear? I've already said I will swear. I've already said I was in Antarctica. I've shown you everything.
Sam, here's the fear, Sam, that it's because you've already said that you already know the conclusion that we couldn't have been there. It can't possibly be real. That it doesn't matter if Dave says he swears. You're going to use that actually as evidence for him not going.
But we are here for the record. We are here to discuss it.
Yeah, but you're missing the point. Is that you've already shown that it doesn't matter what we. You've already shown that it doesn't matter what we say, that you're going to believe what you're going to believe. You're not going to take anything that we say and go, oh, that makes sense. Oh, okay, you're right. Maybe that is that. You haven't said that one time.
And that should keep you from swearing?
Yeah, because it means that you're just going to use it against him.
Or it doesn't. Let's say it doesn't matter. Let's say I'm wrong. You're saying that I'm wrong from the beginning. So what do you care about if I say that,
I didn't care. I said it. I didn't care.
So yeah, of course, but I see that you associate here, just like as a.
Well, and I'm telling you, I understand his point, because if this entire time you have not conceded one thing, then it means that him saying that isn't going to make a difference to you. So therefore, you're going to use it against him by saying, "Look, we know for a fact we've already determined that it was fake, and he swore, so therefore he's a liar." And so why would he play into that?
You said you swore.
Yeah, because I don't give a shit, because you guys have already trashed my name. My channel's gone. I don't give a shit.
I didn't trash your name. You trashed it yourself. You didn't.
Not really, by telling the truth. Yeah, I told the truth.
So,
and got trashed. Yeah.
Sam.
Now, eventually, Jeranism gave in and swore that he went to Antarctica, but Dave McKeegan went on this whole thing for a while where he was refusing to swear that he went to Antarctica. First, he was saying he doesn't swear on stuff. Then he just had excuse after excuse not to swear that he went to Antarctica. Then he wanted a condition like saying, if I swear, then will you believe me? And he just went into this whole thing about why he doesn't want to swear that he went to Antarctica. It was very strange. And so after this exchange, it got even weirder, because it seems like Jeranism cannot produce a ticket that he went to Antarctica. He seems to have all these other tickets to show he was headed towards that direction, with evidence that he went to Chile and evidence that he went to Putis Arenas or whatever, all these areas, I guess, in the South America region where they can prove they went there, but they can't produce any evidence that they actually landed on Union Glacier. They're saying it was part of Chile and stuff, so they didn't need any documentation or passports to get to Union Glacier.
It's okay. Don't forget about it. No problem.
I want to show you this real quick. This is my.
I just have something.
This is my Uber history. Can you see where it says Punta Arenas? This is my Uber history. You can see all the Punta Arenas dates and flights. You can see December. I guess you can't really see that very good.
And can you?
I'll take a screenshot.
You produce all your tickets and itinerary, like can you produce all this, like all of them?
Well, you saw my boarding pass.
The flight ticket.
Okay,
right
that's one for a
there.
ticket. Okay, what else you got?
I burned my flight ticket with a magnifying glass.
Okay.
I could go get you.
Why not?
I could go
Why
get
you
you
do
my
that?
passport with the stamp from Antarctica that they had at Union Glacier.
But I
Or
thought
the-
there was
the-
no, there's no need for passport for stamps or for visa because
So I've
it's a
got
part
the
of
stamps.
Argentina. Part of-
So
yeah,
I've got
of
I've
Chile,
got
I
the
know.
stamps from Santiago to say
Yeah.
I entered Chile on 12th, no, 11th or 12th, can't remember off the top of my head, and that I flew out then on the 20 whatever it was. So I've got the passport stamps in my passport from passport control in Santiago Airport that says I entered Chile and when I exited Chile and nowhere in between. Right? I've
But
got
oh,
that. I can go and get it. I've already shown it before on a live stream.
Okay,
The
so
stamp
that could
you
prove-
don't need a passport. I'll clarify this before I go and get it. You don't need a passport to go from Chile to Union Glacier because Union Glacier still falls under Chilean territory, so it's essentially deemed as a domestic flight. You don't need a passport. However, at the camp they had a passport stamp bit that they said you can go and stamp your passport if you want with one of their ALE passport stamps,
But it's a
to
novelty
say that
thing.
you've been there.
Yeah.
But it's not like they don't have an official border control
okay,
that
so
you have
just
to
like
go through.
just a stamp as a souvenir, like
Correct.
you were there and
Yeah,
just-
so they've got a souvenir one to say that for Antarctica, but I've got
I
the
see.
dated ones for going into Chile and out of Chile, which I think Jaren's also just shown.
Yeah, but I
on
don't
screen
know.
for you there
Do
as
we
well.
have a stamp coming out? I don't know where I don't see that. It just looks like to me I see.
I'm sure I've got a stamp on the way out
Yeah.
as well. They stamp you leaving and
So-
coming in and
so
going.
you-
I'm
you
sure
were
I
in
did.
I understood that you were in Chile for some time, like for 2 or 3 days before to fly to Antarctica. Is that right?
We were in for 2 or 3 days beforehand because ALE say they need to do preparations to make sure that that you've got all your gear, everything that you need, and also because of the weather situations, the times
Yeah.
can often change for the flight. So they say you need to
Makes
be
sense.
there a day or two beforehand in case we need to move your flight, and then also 2 or 3 days afterwards, again, just in case there's any delays. So yeah, we had to have a buffer either side of being in Antarctica,
Which is
but we
required.
were in Chile.
Which is
Okay.
required.
Yeah,
Did you,
they've
did-
got
Sam?
passport
Sam, did you
stamps
give the link
from
out to somebody?
Santiago that says we were in Chile at that time.
There's somebody in the back room on Zoom. Did you give the link out to somebody?
Yeah, because you told me I could bring in anybody. So there's a guy that friend of mine. He wants to say something, so I gave him the link, to come in. But it's okay. You just.
Well, I can let him in, but you didn't tell me before, so he's not going to really fit in the screen.
Oh no,
But he's
problem,
not.
no problem.
Okay, go ahead. I didn't know that. So I have this.
So my question is this: if you were in Antarctica, in Chile for 3 days or 2.5 days or 3 days, did you eat there?
Yes.
Did you drink there?
Yes.
Did you bought some souvenirs? Did you do something that you can,
Chili.
provide us with, the proof of it, like tickets, besides
So,
videos?
so you don't think that my passport
how-
having
how
stamped from
the-
Chile from 11th December 2024 is enough?
I'm investigating, so I have to know. I have to, to tie up all the loose ends. You understand? So I know. I want to know if for 3 days, did you eat sandwiches that you brought with you from your house?
No, we
Or did
ate
you
there.
eat, in restaurants.
In fact, we ate at the same restaurant like
Breakfast.
three times.
Do you have the receipts of these restaurants? I would have kept them because I knew. I don't know. Boleta
So that
okay,
is-
this is for the record. We're gonna check that. No problem. What is it?
GetNet. So I bought something in Punta Arenas. It was I know what it was. It was a power bank charger. I bought an extra power bank from a shop in Punta Arenas. And
That's good.
there's the receipt for
Can you
it.
show it clearly on the screen so we can just after that just check it out and? No, it's
Okay,
open it. Take it by the corner,
so-
like you see on TV.
There you go. Punta
Can you-
Arenas
can you-
dated.
Can you, I have
That's
no
plenty.
problem. It looks no problem. Can you just open it so we can see the entire just open? Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
it's all right. I just want to make
Just
sure.
for the record,
because-
that's all. People are gonna ask me why didn't you ask me to do that?
Yeah, so
Just show it to us so that can close that file. Okay, that's enough. I think it's
there you go.
And besides that, that's all you got. You have anything else, or that's all?
I had I had all my receipts somewhere because all
But you understand. I'm sorry to to have to ask you for this, but you understand my concern. That means that it is something that you should have thought of. Knowing that you're dealing with.
I'm sure that Will has a lot of that because Will paid for dinner a couple times, so I'm sure he has. In fact, I think I bought Dave lunch.
Will's got receipts. Because Will was paying for all of my stuff as well. He was covering my expenses, but I paid for everything.
Will is retired now. I heard he's retired. What's the deal?
I've not spoken to him. I don't know.
Well, he just says that he's not doing any more TFE stuff.
So it's very strange that they can't produce evidence that they went to Union Glacier. I mean, I'm hearing their excuses and everything, but you would think there would be some type of documentation, some evidence that they landed on Union Glacier. They're saying, well, of course they don't have evidence because they don't produce paper tickets anymore. When you ride the plane, everything's done digitally, but there still should be some type of evidence, you would think. So Ironwork ended up jumping on this debate and helping Sam out. So Ironwork's another flat earther, and he got on the call and started confronting Dave McKeegan and Jeranism about not producing tickets to prove they went to Union Glacier. And he made a very solid point when he said, like, if you went to Japan or the UK or anything, you would just automatically save that evidence. Just a normal person traveling to somewhere they never been before, yeah, they're gonna save that evidence. You're not gonna not have the evidence that you went there.
Okay. Can you make that friend of mine come in because he wants to say something? Sure. There is Vlad also, if you want. I don't know. He told me that I could bring in people, but if you can, just I know that they're trying to come in.
I have them. Everyone's gonna get screwed up on the screen for now, so just deal with that for a second.
Don't say that.
Well, it's all screwed up. Look at the screen. Everybody's all screwed up.
I'm kidding with you, Jared. I'm kidding.
I could. I was gonna hide you or Vladimir. What's up? Who's this?
This is I don't know. There's two people. There is Vladimir.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here now.
Oh, this is, you guys hear me? This is Vlad.
Yes.
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm not even going to get into. First off, thanks for having me on. I'm not going to get all the way knee deep into this whole Antarctica thing. Jaren, we just want to see your tickets. We just want to see your tickets from. I think you flew from California to.
You saw me burn it.
Hold on. If you could produce tickets, all right. I'm not going to go talk about all of this anomaly and stuff. I just want to see your tickets to Antarctica, not Punta Arenas, not anywhere in between, not McDonald's, no Uber or nothing like that. We want to no McKeegan. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Jaren. We saw whatever it is you produced. You had no problem. And here's the thing. The reason we're coming across this sticking point right now, and I'd like for you to understand this, is because you can't do the small things. If we're sitting here denying the fact that, or the claim that you guys make that you went to Antarctica, all you needed to do from day one was just present to us the tickets. That would make a lot of things more difficult.
So dumb.
I'm serious.
Okay,
hey, listen, McKeegan,
you don't think that's easier to fake than all the fucking video footage?
No.
Give me a break.
You think,
one question,
You think
Vlad.
it's easy to fake some tickets? Then go ahead, produce me some fake tickets, please.
Okay.
And make sure it's serialized as well. And at the same time,
Vlad.
please produce.
There's no
hold on,
plane
McKeegan.
tickets.
McKeegan, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Jaren.
Yeah, we
McKeegan,
did.
Not you. McKeegan, I said Jaren.
But what do you expect us to have? So you think we have a plane ticket?
We're asking about Jaren.
I'm asking you a question.
Jaren, we're asking about
you a question. Do you think we should have a plane ticket from Punta Arenas to Antarctica? You think they handed us plane tickets? That's how we got on the plane? Is that how you think it works?
Do you not have an itinerary, Jaren?
Yeah, we have an itinerary. I'm asking you.
We see it, Jaren.
Sure. I'll bring it up for you.
Okay, Vlad, just while Jaren's pulling that up, I have one quick question for you here, okay?
Sure.
One quick question. So you're saying the only thing that we needed to prove all of this was real was plane tickets?
No, I didn't say that.
The first thing.
No, that's not. Hold on. McKeegan, is that the end of your question right there?
No. I am just wanting to make sure I understand your argument before I ask you the question. So,
right. No,
Okay, so
No.
let's forget the whole right. So assuming then the video footage and everything else is a given, not that we're just going to buy a plane ticket and yeah, that's it. But your argument is the one thing that we needed to prove that we were going to Antarctica, along with everything else, we need a plane ticket.
To help
We
make
should've-
this easier for you guys would
We
be
should
to
have thought
produce
about
the-
this before. Yeah,
would
you're
be
saying we
to
should have thought about this before, as everyone should have kept their plane tickets as a clear-cut way to validate for all flat earthers that we were going to Antarctica.
Makes sense.
Absolutely.
Okay,
I think that
so,
along with hold on to because I want to be truthful with you, Dave.
Okay.
That along with your itinerary, okay? Because here's the thing, all right? Anytime you fly anywhere, anytime you're boarding yourself anywhere, on a boat, on a plane, on a goat, it don't matter, right? You're part of a manifest. You're part of a list. You are serialized. That's one of the easiest things that you should be able to produce, right?
Okay.
And then it's a receipt, kind of like you just presented a receipt of purchase and travel or whatever it is you did. You showed that, hey, I went. Now listen, Dave, I'm not asking for your stuff. I'm asking for Jaren's stuff. The
Vlad,
same way
I'm not offering you my stuff. I haven't answered. I haven't answered the question. Yeah, I haven't asked the question yet.
McKeegan, I'm saying you showed your stuff already.
Is this not good enough? Here, look at this. Hi, Jaren. Please find all purchase details below. The next few days, we will send you all the information you need to travel. Here's your travel itinerary. December 10th, I left San Jose, just like my fucking ticket says when I burn it with the microscope. Here's LA. Went to Santiago, Chile. Went to Punta Arenas. Came from Punta Arenas on the 20th.
Wait. Let me see. Punta Arenas. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Then I went
This,
from.
this is not your itinerary. This is what you find before you buy a ticket. This is the itinerary.
No, it's not,
of the
dipshit.
flight,
It says right here, this is your trip to Punta Arenas. It's ready. You're done. Here's your order
okay.
number.
So
here's your reservation code. Shut up,
okay,
Sam.
So
where's
your
it doesn't
ticket
mean
to
you went there.
Where's
You
the
can buy it
rest
and just
of the
not
leg
go.
of the trip?
So I'm telling
Where's the
you,
rest of the
that's why
leg
I
of the
asked
trip?
you. I said that when you get to Punta Arenas, then you're taken by ALE. You're part of ALE when you go to Antarctica. It's not like a normal, we don't have any passport things we have to do. They didn't check my luggage. I took a fucking joint there. They didn't check my luggage.
So there's no way that you can produce other than a t-shirt.
What do you mean? I have
Well, a
footage of me
t-shirt.
on the airplane, getting on the airplane, flying on the airplane,
And
landing
look,
in Antarctica.
Jaren, we need that receipt, bro. We need
Right.
that receipt.
Vlad.
And I'm gonna leave it at that. I
Wait, so hold on,
appreciate
let me
you
ask
guys having me,
let me
man.
ask
Thank you
Dave real
very
quick.
much.
Dave, do you remember
You
what
guys
were you
have a
given?
good day, man.
Hold on,
Appreciate
let me
you.
ask Dave what
Good
we were
luck.
Vlad,
given.
And
Vlad,
you know what?
stop
Everything
running
that
off.
you asked for, but
Stop running off.
Let me
Oh,
tell
he's
you
gonna run.
something,
Stop running
Dave.
off. I asked for one
Nothing's
question.
ever good enough.
What's the
I've not
question?
even been
Go ahead,
able to
go ahead.
I've not even been allowed to ask you the
I
question.
apologize. Go ahead. Yes, go ahead, please.
Right. So, all this talk, this big sticking point, the ticket is the one thing, and by both of your own words, we should have thought about this before. So, my
Yes,
question
yes.
is, why did neither of you, for the how many videos did Will put out beforehand, asking for suggestions from people as to how to make the experiment better and easier and more provable? Why did neither of you think to message Will or put a comment to any of the people you knew were going, saying, make sure you keep your plane tickets, make sure you show us your receipts, make sure you show us your passport
I'll be
stamps and
honest,
your itinerary?
Dave, I'll be honest with you. We thought, at least I thought, that this was going to be easy and honest, that you guys would go there and prove whatever you proved. I'm just
Right.
being honest, right? But when
Makes
you
sense.
came back, hey, listen, you asked me a question and I'm giving you an honest answer, okay? When you guys came back, I had the gumption, I had the thought in my mind to say, hey, just give us some tickets. That's it. I was like, hey, and here's the reason
They
why.
don't even issue plane tickets anymore.
Dave, listen, would you, Jaren, listen, please. All you needed to do at that point was give us the tickets. Then we can further the discussion that you faked this, you did that, because apparently you guys went somewhere, right? That's in my mind. Now, I'm not speaking for all flat earthers. I'm speaking for Vladimir over here, okay? And I'm being honest with you. I'm being sincere, okay? Here's my thing. I didn't come up thinking that you guys would fake or do any of this shit when you guys said that you were going to go there, okay? I didn't. Why would I think that? Because you guys paid a lot of money to do all kinds of stuff. I didn't think that it would get to this fucking point. I really didn't. I'm being honest with you. You've got this
Neither did I.
puzzled look on your face like, what's he talking about? I'm giving you the truth. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? So now we've gotten to the point to where you've had over 200 freaking days. Sure, you presented tickets a few times. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about Witsit hasn't produced tickets. Jaron has produced tickets from California to Punta Arenas, and then from Punta Arenas, now it's a big question mark because there are people that can produce tickets from Punta Arenas going to Antarctica, Union Glacier specifically. We haven't seen any of that. And right there, I'm going to go ahead and land my plane. Please continue. Go ahead.
So I've got messages from, remember Katie? What was her name? Katie?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got all the WhatsApp messages from her. But weren't we sent our boarding pass to Antarctica somehow on our phones or something? I don't remember.
I can't remember. I know I kept mine because again, this is the thing.
So what do you have? You have something saying.
Vlad, let me take your logic here and just you're going with the notion of you thought we were going to go and just film all of this and we were going to go to Antarctica. So you didn't think to question beforehand and suggest to us that we should keep all of this other stuff as souvenirs to prove everything.
Listen, McKee, is that the end of your question? And you want me to answer?
No, that is not the end of my question. You butted in before I could finish.
Okay,
I'm just reaffirming what your logic is so that you can now appreciate the reverse of that, which is we were there. We went to Antarctica. We saw it all. So, and then most people just discarded most of the things we got given.
Why is my question? Is why? That's because it's you know why I'm asking is why? It's because it's Antarctica. Not everybody could go to these places. I'm just being I'm just being honest with you. That's why I wouldn't have thought that you guys would have thrown it away, because to me that's a keepsake. To me, that's something that you brag to everybody. Hey, by the way, look at this. Hey, listen, I went to damn Oregon, right? You know what? I kept the fucking ticket so I could be like, hey guys, this is where I was. And on top of that, even if I didn't have a paper ticket, I have a digital one. But still, the first time I went to freaking Japan, got a ticket. The first time I went to Thailand, guess what? Kept the ticket. First time I went to where you at? I'm assuming you're in the UK. Guess what I did? I kept the motherfucking ticket. And this was back in 1997.
They were still handing out paper tickets.
If you go into one of the most remote places in the world, Antarctica, okay? I'm assuming, and it's my fault for assuming, I will admit that, okay? I assumed that you guys would keep the paper tickets. Apparently you have.
Sam.
And I'm asking Jaron for the ticket. I'm just being honest with you. Go ahead.
Great. Sam, do you have your ticket from when you went to Scotland?
My ticket? At the time, I was a private investigation on a mission against a company, a Scottish company.
Oh, okay. Did you have the tickets for any other countries that you visited?
Today? No, after like 20, 25 years.
Why didn't you keep them? Why didn't you think that I might ask for one day for you to prove?
My man, it's 25 years and he's not under scrutiny. That's why.
And I didn't have to prove to anybody that I was there, only to my employer. That's all.
If you're listen, McKeegan, let me just explain it nice and clear, okay? You guys went for the final experiment, okay? Correct? You went for the final experiment, or that's the name of it. You guys went to conduct business, okay? When I was in the Navy, there is something called maintenance that you conduct. Now, maintenance is written in blood. You have a big old recipe card, basically, on how to conduct that maintenance, okay? When you're in the middle of conducting the maintenance, every once in a while, an inspector will come and observe you performing this maintenance. You following so far? While you're performing this maintenance, they're going to ask you, I need to see the instruction booklet that you're using. I need to see if it's up to date. And if there are any smaller parts, for example, gaskets, if you're using O-rings, rubber O-rings, and if you're using a specific lubrication just to keep this O-ring lubricated so it can adhere to whatever the object is, they're going to ask to not only see the O-ring, they're also going to ask to see the packaging from which the O-ring came from. If you cannot present to them the packaging, guess what happens to your maintenance? It doesn't happen. And then a whole bunch of other things tend to follow. So my thing is, what you basically you guys did was maintenance, a form of that same thing I just mentioned. And I just mentioned. And on top of that, those receipts, they serve as something called qualitative evidence, objective qualitative evidence. This isn't Vlad being a crazy conspiracy theorist. This is you conducting business. And while you're conducting business, you maintain and retain these receipts to present to anyone in case you're under some kind of scrutiny.
Right. I have 5.5
Now, we're
hours of
asking
video
Jaren,
footage.
We're also asking, we also asked, what's his name? Whitsitt. We also asked him for the same thing. Whitsitt got scared than a motherfucker, couldn't present nothing. So all Jaren right now could produce is the tickets from California to Santiago, Punta Arenas, and all this other stuff.
It's not a ticket.
Listen,
It's
that's
not
all-
a
that's
ticket.
all
It
we
is a
want,
ticket.
man.
It had a confirmation number, dipshit.
No, dipshit. I tell you, dipshit. It's not a ticket, dipshit.
That's
Why
what it is.
dipshit? Because what it is, it's what I did many times. You can buy a ticket
Okay.
with your credit card, no problem, with your name on it and everything.
Sure.
And then they're going to send you the itinerary. It doesn't prove that you went there.
Okay. So the ticket does?
The actual ticket.
The
and
paper
and
ticket.
and-
Oh. Do you know that they don't use paper tickets anymore? Have you been on a plane in the last 10 years?
Yeah, but so where's the ticket that you
Oh my
went there?
God.
You get a boarding
You know what,
pass.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's what
where's
you
the
get.
boarding
Okay.
pass?
I'm finding it. So far, I got to find the
Just
WhatsApp group.
Present the boarding pass and just give it to the guys. Sam, you know, these
Okay.
guys are going to
I'm
do
gonna
what they do. man.
I'm gonna have to just cut it short also because it's getting late.
So with a place like Union Glacier and how rare it is to go there, why can't Jeranism and Dave produce the evidence? This is very suspicious. Ironwork even said that he confronted Witsy Gitsit about this and he started acting very strange. So Dave McKeegan saying stuff like, well, when we were asking anything that you guys want to add in before the trip, before the final experiment, he's saying that this should have been brought up before. But like Ironwork said, this is really something that's pretty basic and common sense, that you would want to keep evidence that you went to such a rare place like Antarctica. So this really raises questions for me because, I mean, it just seems pretty common sense that you would have some type of evidence that you landed in Union Glacier. And for them not to be able to produce that is a very big red flag. And the way that this interaction went on, where it sounds like they were doing everything they could to avoid producing this ticket and making every excuse in the book. They have all the evidence. They went everywhere else but the Union Glacier. So this is very disturbing. I mean, did they pull a fast one over everyone? Because to me, I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? So this is some very strong evidence that there could be some funny business going on with this whole final experiment thing. So I think it's time that more people start pressing them on this, and this could be something to where this whole final experiment could be invalid now because they can't produce evidence that they went to the Union Glacier. So that would invalidate their entire so-called experiment, right? So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. I just thought I'd share it with you because, I mean, this was a very unusual response from Jeranism and Dave McKeegan. And they're acting kind of jittery and just seems like they were busted where they didn't expect this. So we finally found a string to pull at when it comes to this final experiment thing where it looks like there was some funny business going on. And I'd like to know what you guys think in the comment section. Do you think they went to the Union Glacier for this final experiment, or is something else going on here where they're not able to produce the tickets? Why do you think they cannot produce their tickets to the Union Glacier? So yeah, I'm going to leave some links in the comment section if you want to check out my final experiment playlist. I also leave links to my other channels, my social media, my Feed Your Mind store, my free email newsletters, and much more. If you would like to support this channel, please donate as little as $1 to help keep this channel online. So thanks for tuning in. This has been Feed Your Mind, signing off.